Hey guys, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. In today's video, I want to talk about the other powers. So, what do I mean? We all know that there are about 7 miraculous powers that we get through the Magicaroons and the Magic Cheeses. We haven't seen these be used on any of the other characters except for, obviously, Marinette and Adrian. And obviously, we expect before long to see more. Now, in the show itself, we have only ever seen 2 of these powers. We have seen the first power being the diving underwater, and the second being the ice powers, basically being able to ice skate, which honestly I see as kind of a odd power, but it does make sense because it would help with getting around there. Now, the last power that we also know is coming, but we haven't seen it yet, is the flying power. Now, we all knew that before long we were going to get the flying power. And we also all have some idea that we'll probably be getting a spacesuit or something like that eventually. But the thing is that we still don't know what the remaining powers are. If we assume that the fourth power is the space ability, then we have to wonder what exactly could the last few be. We could imagine, oh, maybe it would be a climbing ability, or maybe it's easy navigation through a forest. But the thing is that those powers are kind of already available to our heroes, so the idea of adding those doesn't really make sense. But then something interesting popped into my mind, and that is the idea of a ball power. Basically, the reason that I'm thinking this is Ladybug and Cat Noir can't really go to anything like fancy or anything. Like if for some reason they need to be somewhere, like a ball or something that requires their attendance, there's really no way that they can be there. But then recently we found out that there was going to be that there's a dress ladybug, and that kind of made me think, what if the last one of these powers is simply a ball outfit? Basically, they can use this as when they go out to these areas, and it will be basically this thing that they can disable or enable, and maybe it has some special power, like it can automatically, maybe this would be the cleansing power as well, but I'm not going to say that. I'll leave that for another thing. But basically the whole point of this outfit is to allow them to still be able to move properly while in a dress or something, or a suit for Cat Noir's situation. And this way they can go to a ball and be able to interact with the people without necessarily revealing their identities by wearing something special for that they have to design themselves, because we all know that the outfits are specific. They can be changed, but we've never seen them be changed. So that's just something to be aware of. But then, so that would mean that we have probably about 5 of them down, meaning that we still don't know what the last 2 are. And that made me think maybe it's something about the cleansing, because we all know that the Akumas can be cleansed only by Ladybug, which is also something that bothers me, because we know that she can cleanse. One, she can cleanse the Akumas, she can cleanse the feathers, but she can also cleanse whatever that thing was, that dark liquid that was in the comic was. Now, I will be going over what that black liquid was at a later date, but the fact of the matter is that an ability that allows her to cleanse those without necessarily having to defeat the person, break the object, or whatever, might actually be something that would be helpful in the future. Breaking the object and cleansing the Akuma, maybe we don't have to have that. That it might be something that would be really helpful as a miraculous power in a final battle against Hawkmoth. He's summoning all these Akumas, and because he has infinite of his power, and he easily and otherwise he would easily defeat Marinette and Adrian. But he doesn't, because we will actually see some really cool stuff. But I don't know. It's definitely something to just be aware of and think about. But I don't know. So then there's one last power. And I don't want to say that this is the actual power, because it seems stupid, in my opinion, for this to be it anymore. But infinite of their powers. Basically, what I'm saying is that they can, even though she's still a child, she can use the miraculous, the lucky charm as many times as she wants. Or Cat Noir can use Cataclysm as many times as he wants, without much drawback. Maybe it hurts him a little bit every time he uses it or something, or it hurts her a little bit every time she uses it. But the idea is there, and it's definitely something that we should at least be thinking about. But I don't know, I think that it's definitely something, it's a possibility, but I don't think it's necessarily going to be the final solution. Which means that we need to figure out the last option still. Which does make me wonder if perhaps it could still be snow-based. The thing is that it's the special versions, the snow versions, are specifically called Stalactiki and Plague Glacier, which are both very much ice-based. But what if the new form is something that allows them to walk on other terrain a little bit easier? Like maybe they can run across water, or they can walk on snow easier. And I don't necessarily want to say that this is absolutely the highest possibility, but it's definitely a possibility to think about. And the only other option I can think of is super speed. And we can't really say for certain that any of the Miraculouses will have this eventually. So definitely some things to think about. If you guys have any thoughts, please let me know down in the comments below, because I would love to hear you guys' theories. But anyways, guys, I have been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys in the next video. But on!